One wrong wheel spec on your GR86, and you'll be grinding through $300 tires like they're made of butter. I've seen it happen. Gorgeous forged wheels destroying fender lips at 70 miles per hour because someone guessed at fitment. The Toyota GR86 is incredibly sensitive to wheel changes. This lightweight sports coupe's razor-sharp handling can turn into a vibrating mess with the wrong fitment. We're talking damaged fenders, destroyed tires, and suspension geometry that'll make your car handle like a shopping cart. The 2022 Plus GR86 shares its specs with the Subaru BRZ, but it's got a wider chassis than the first generation, meaning some aggressive setups that worked on older models won't work on yours. Today we're covering everything: stock specs, proven aftermarket sizes, how far you can push it, and the exact setups real owners are running. Let's start with what Toyota gave us. Every GR86 uses a 5x100 bolt pattern with a 56.1mm center bore. That's pure Subaru DNA. The thread pitch is M12x 1.25, which is different from most Toyotas, so don't mix up your lug nuts. Base models run 17x 7.5-inch wheels with plus 48 offset, wearing two 1545R17 Michelin Primacy tires. Premium trims get 18.75-inch wheels, same plus 48 offset, with two 1540R18 Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. The 2023 10th Anniversary Edition actually got wider wheels, 18.8-inch with plus 40 offset, still running two 1540R18s, but slightly stretched. Now here's crucial info. The 2024 Truino Edition, and anything with the performance package gets Brembo brakes. Many 17-inch wheels won't clear those calipers, so if you've got Brembos, stick to 18s or very specific 17s with spoke clearance. Stock wheels weigh around 22 pounds for 17s, 23 pounds for 18s. All factory wheels use conical seat lug nuts, torqued to 89 foot-pounds. Now for the fun part, what actually works. The most popular street setup is what I call OEM-plus. 18's 8.5-inch wheels with around plus 45 offset, running 225 or 235 width tires. This is your zero-drama upgrade. Bolts right on, fills the wheel wells nicely, no rubbing, no spacers needed. One owner runs 18A8.5 plus 45 NK. Wheels with 235/45R18 Continental Dwex all seasons on lowering springs. Perfect flush stance, zero modifications required. Popular wheels in this size include the NK-TS5 at around $350 per wheel, weighing 20 pounds, and the Koenig Hypergram at $250 per wheel, just 18 pounds. These give immediate visual improvement and better turn-in response without any sacrifices. For track enthusiasts, 17x9-inch wheels with plus 35 to plus 40 offset is the gold standard. Why 17s? Lighter weight, cheaper tires, and access to serious rubber like 245/40 R17 Bridgestone RE71 RS or Yokohama A052s. This setup requires coilovers. On stock suspension, a 17x9 will hit the spring perch. But with coilovers clearing that perch, you can run 245 width track tires for massive grip improvement. One autocrosser fits 17x9 plus 45 NKR PF1s with 245/40R17 Falcon RT660s. With -3 degrees front camber and -2 rear, he's got about 3 16-inch clearance at full lock, basically perfect. Wheel options include Apex, Volk Racing, and NK, ranging from $300 to $800 depending on construction. This is widely considered the best bang-for-buck performance mod for the GR86. Want that aggressive concave look? 18x9.5-inch wheels with plus 35 to plus 40 offset is as wide as you'll comfortably fit on stock body. This setup demands proper supporting mods. Coilovers and negative camber are mandatory. A typical build runs 18x9.5 plus 38 with 255/35 R18 tires, or 245/35 R18 for easier clearance. One owner fitted 18x9.5 plus 40 NK NT03 wheels with 245/35 R18 Michelin PS4S tires on RCE coilovers. With -2.6 degrees front camber and -2 rear, he achieved perfect flush fitment with zero rubbing and no fender modifications. The coilover's firmer springs and proper alignment made it work. Popular wheels include Volk TE37s at 800 plus per wheel, Graham Light's 57CR at 600 each, or budget options like Avid One at 250 each. Though we'll discuss replica quality concerns later. Let's talk limits. On completely stock fenders with zero modifications, you can reliably fit up to 9-inch wide wheels with around plus 40 offset running 255 section tires, if you dial in proper camber. The front fender is your first contact point, especially where the plastic liner meets the tire at full steering lock. Tire diameter matters too. Stay within 3% of stock diameter to avoid rubbing those front liner vents. The rear has more room naturally, but there's a metal bumper tab that'll destroy your sidewalls on compression with anything wider than 245 on low offset wheels. Without any mods, 9-inch plus 40 with a 255 is the absolute limit, and even that requires negative 2 degrees camber minimum. Ready for fender work? Rolling the lips and trimming that rear bumper tab opens up serious possibilities. Fender rolling gains you 5 to 8 millimeters of clearance. Trimming the tab eliminates that sharp metal edge entirely. With rolled fenders and trimmed tabs, people fit 18 by 9.5 plus 35 with 265/35 R18 tires. But you'll need coilovers and around negative 3 degrees camber all around. That's extreme for stock body. Some track builds even run 17 by 9.5 plus 45 with 255/40 R17s, using spacers up front and major camber. The absolute limit we've seen is 10-inch wide wheels, but that requires extensive fender work and isn't practical for 99% of builds. Simple rule: without fender mods, stay around 9-inch plus 38 to 45. With rolls and cuts, you can push to 9.5-inch in the mid-30s offset range. Tire choice is just as critical as wheel specs. For street performance, the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S in 245/35 R18 is the gold standard. Incredible dry and wet grip with decent tread life. Continental Extreme Contact Sport in 235/40 R18 or 245/40 R17 offers similar performance for less money. Budget option: Firestone Firehawk Indy 500. Not as grippy but solid for the price. For track use, 200 treadwear tires transform the car. Bridgestone RE71 RS, Yokohama A052, and Falcon RT660 are the holy trinity. Most run 245/40 R17 on their track wheels. It's the sweet spot for grip and cost. These tires run wide though. A 255 RE71 RS measures wider than a 255 street tire, so factor that into your fitment calculations. All-season drivers, you've got options too. Michelin Pilot Sport, All-Season 4 and Continental DWS 6 Plus deliver year-round capability without completely sacrificing performance. Common sizes like 225/45 R17 or 235/40 R18 work great. One owner runs 235/45 R18 DWS 6 Plus on 18x85 plus 45 wheels with lowering springs. Excellent mixed weather performance, zero rubbing despite the taller sidewall. Now let's talk suspension. Stock struts have a massive spring perch that limits wheel width. Coilovers use narrower springs, gaining you 15 to 20 millimeters of inner clearance. That's why everyone running 9-inch or wider wheels has coilovers. Lowering springs keep the stock perch, so you're limited to about 8.5-inch width unless you add spacers. Lowering changes your alignment dramatically. The rear gains negative camber naturally, about 1.5 degrees per inch of drop. The front barely changes, maybe gaining half a degree. This is why lowered cars need front camber bolts or plates. Camber isn't just for handling, it's a fitment tool. Adding negative 2 degrees can be the difference between rubbing and clearing. Front camber bolts cost about $30 and provide up to 2 degrees adjustment. Better yet, coilover camber plates let you dial in negative 3 degrees without affecting inner clearance. Many coilovers come with adjustable top mounts included. If you're pushing fitment limits, proper alignment is mandatory, not optional. Time for the mistakes that'll cost you money. Number 1. Wrong center bore without hub rings. The GR86 needs 56.1 mm center bore. Most aftermarket wheels are 73.1. Without hub-centric rings, you'll get highway vibration and stressed wheel studs. $20 rings prevent $1,000 problems. Number 2. Incorrect offset choice. We see people order plus 35 offset on 8-inch wheels thinking it'll be flush. That's actually poking past stock body. Or they buy high offset VW wheels at plus 51 that tuck way inside and look terrible. Stay between plus 30 and plus 48 for most widths. Calculate your effective track width or ask an expert. More expensive mistakes. Excessive tire, stretch for stance. A 215 on a 9.5-inch wheel isn't just ugly, it's dangerous. The tire can debead on hard hits. Stick to manufacturer-approved width ranges. Cheap replica wheels are another trap. We've seen them crack from minor impacts or develop air leaks. Heavy replicas weighing 27 pounds will kill your GR86's agility. Look for JWL VIA certification and published load ratings. If the seller can't provide specs, walk away. Also, using wrong lug nuts will destroy your wheels. The GR86 uses 60-degree conical seat, M12X horizontal 2-to-5 thread. Don't force the wrong hardware. Cross-threading means new wheel studs. Final mistakes. Assuming first-gen 86 fitment equals second-gen fitment. The new GR86 has 5 mm more track width per side. A wheel setup that was flush on a 2015 FRS will poke on your 2022 plus GR86. Always verify with current information. Ignoring brake clearance is costly too. Those Brembo calipers on performance package cars eliminate many 17-inch options. Some 17s clear, but most don't. Always verify spoke design and barrel clearance. And here's the big one. Not test fitting before committing. Every car varies slightly. Manufacturing tolerances and alignment settings can turn a perfect fit into a rubbing nightmare. Measure twice, order once. So what's the right setup for most people? If you want zero hassle, go 18 8.5 plus 45 with two 35/40 R18 tires. Looks great, drives great, no modifications needed. For track rats, 17x9 plus 40 with two 45/40 R17 track tires on coilovers is the proven formula. Want to push it? 18x9.5. Plus 38 with two 45/35 R18 gives that aggressive flush look, but requires coilovers and proper alignment. Remember your bolt pattern is 5x100, center bore 56.1 mm, and lug thread M12X 1.25. Don't forget hub rings for larger bore wheels. Quality spacers from H&R or Eibach work great if you need fine tuning. Just use extended studs for anything over 5 mm. Where should you buy? Big retailers like Tire Rack work, but for custom fitment, you want specialists. Threepiece.us are the fitment experts for custom wheels. They can build forged wheels to your exact offset and width specs, perfect when you need something like 18x9, plus 42.7 for that perfect flush fit. They're enthusiasts who measure actual cars, not just database entries. They'll ensure your setup includes proper hub rings, correct lug nuts, and actually fits your suspension. Whether you're going mild or wild, having expert guidance makes the difference between a perfect setup and an expensive mistake. The GR86 rewards careful wheel fitment with incredible looks and performance. Get it right, and you'll transform your car. Get it wrong, and you'll be ordering new tires and possibly new fenders. Hit subscribe for more fitment guides, drop your setup in the comments, and check threepiece.us when you're ready for that perfect custom fitment. Drive safe and enjoy those perfectly fitted wheels.